I watch a lot of people work out, and when they work on getting to the elbow, they work on shooting from right here. Well, really, they work on shooting from like right here. If you watch a lot of people work out, you'll say get to the elbow. They get exactly to the elbow. We're gonna look at Kyrie, and to me, I say elbow area because to me, it's all of this. That's a terrible circle, but to me, the elbow area is all of this because sometimes the jumper might come out here, right? It might be right here. That's still you get into the elbow. So you have that. But another place that people really overlook is this right here. I call it the low elbow area. It's when you get downhill, you're not getting all the way to the paint. You're not getting all the way to the basket, but you're getting a shot in this area right here. And Kyrie is a master at that. So we're going to look at some clips of how he scores from there. A lot of times what you'll see is floaters and pull-ups off the glass or just going right in. You just got to kind of see the way he's getting to those spots so that you can practice those shots too. This is free points if you get really good at here. Kyrie's great at this. Jalen Brunson. What I like to do is just kind of look at the defense too. You got to understand where the defense is so that when you're in similar situations, you kind of, I've seen this before. You know what I'm saying? It's easy. So right now, Kyrie, if you look at the court, he's attacking middle. You see over here, this defender's hugged up, this defender hugged up. Other than KP, he has all of this space to work with. So when he starts driving, he's getting downhill, he's getting to the paint. He's essentially past Jason Tatum, right? So now he has to figure out, how do I score on Kristaps Porzingis? So instead of going all the way and attacking, he just stops right here, that low elbow area. Easy pull up. He has a taller defender on him. So when he gets here, he's not going straight up, straight down like you normally would want to do on a jumper. This is a jumper, but it's more like a floater too, right? Watch how he goes up. That's like a floater. That is a floater, actually. Now you see the high hand. So it's like he's getting to that spot, and it could be a pull-up. It could be a floater. Then when he goes up right here, what does that look like? He look like he's about to shoot a jumper. Gets up in the air, decides to do a floater, right? But he's getting to that spot. Look at the defense. You got a shooter in the corner. So Anthony Edwards, he's backing up. So he's giving him more space on this side of the court. This side is packed. So there's no need to even try to attack this side, right? So now he's just looking, see what he got. Can he get the shot? The first option is, can I just shoot this? If you know Kyrie, this is Kyrie's range. If this is not your range, then no. But if you're in a situation where you have the ball, you catch the ball in range, that's always the first option. Can you get a shot? And the reason he's so good in triple threat, you got to respect it. So now the defender's lunging forward. Once he lunges forward, Kyrie attacks. Again, this is another taller defender on him. One dribble snatch. Then he attacks again. So he gets here. One dribble snatch. The help comes. Attacks again. He gets right there. Low elbow area. That same floater. This time is off the glass. He's getting to a spot and he's floating it up high so that he can get that shot off. Right? So help comes. Get into that spot. Off the glass. He gets the ball on the wing. Look at the defense. Right? They're all loading up, right? So in other clips, these people, they were up hugging. They were hugging the defender. Look at the Nuggets. This is basically a 1-2-2 zone. If you really pay attention, this is basically a 1-2-2 zone. This is all facing Kyrie. So here, he still decides to attack downhill this way, right? So he gets to step on Jamal Murray, and when he sees Nikola Jokic, a huge defender. But that doesn't stop him from getting to the same spot that he wants to get to. Rising up, same floater off the glass. And this is what you got to remember. So, like, if Jokic were to step up even more and take this shot away, you'll see it because we're going to look at his baseline jumpers too. But he would just bounce out and then shoot a fade, a jumper on the baseline, basically leaning out of bounds. That's the escape move right there. Yo, you messing up my video, bro. Stop barking. But that's the escape move right there. He can't use the ball screen, right? This would have been a ball screen. He can't use it because they're downing it, meaning Jonathan Kuminga is not going to let him come this way. You see the way his position? He's keeping Kyrie on this side of the court. So when he attacks downhill, the big with him technically is a wide open pocket pass. Right now, the spacing is off. He's a little bit too close to, if he were to make this pass, it didn't really give an advantage. But basically, now that this defender is behind him, it is a 2-on-1 against Kevin Looney. And his job is to either stay with Kyrie to give him an angle or to try to get behind Kevon Looney. Because right now, if he gets behind Kevon Looney, it's either a lob pass over the top, or if Steph sinks in, it would be a skip pass to the corner, right? That's why he wants to get behind that defender. But he stays here in his sight, so he's just going to keep backing up and retreating so that he's always with him. So as he retreats, Kyrie can just walk where? That same exact spot. Floater off the glass. So now this next spot we're looking at is this baseline pull-ups. All right, baseline. We just looked right here. Now we get into the baseline. These are two great spots to be able to score from in the mid-range. So let's look at this clip right here from Kyrie. Now this is just like the clip we just saw when he scored on Jokic, right? He has the ball in the wing. Three defenders right here outside the three-point line. And then on the weak side, you got LeBron. He's not small, but he's not a rim protector. You have Braun on the weak side and Luka. All of this right here, that's the open area on the court. That's what he's going to attack. So when he starts getting downhill, you see Braun coming over to rotate. Now in that last clip, he just pulled up and did a floater right here against Jokic, right? But watch what he does here against Braun. Braun steps up to take away the shot, so he can't just pull up. So he escape dribble, and he's getting to that baseline. Wide open shot, right? The baseline, especially as a small guard, that's your best friend when you're getting downhill. You're getting downhill, but you may not be able to turn the corner or finish. If you get to this baseline, you can always do like a fader out of bounds, right? So similar situation. He has the ball at the top. This is the open area. So Horford is trying to force him and make him go towards the help. Kyrie's going to attack that top foot. Get downhill, and just like I'm saying, he's getting downhill, but he's not going to be able to turn the corner and finish over both Al Horford and Cornette. So when he gets downhill, he gets to that spot, and he's just fading out of bounds. This is a great shot for you if you practice it. Now he's driving. Look where he's driving from. The top of the key, he's still going to get to this spot right here. So he's driving downhill. He sees KP step up. He doesn't feel like he can make this pass or this pass. So what does he do? Escape dribble to get over here. Now he's shooting a leaner on the baseline, right? So if you can get to that baseline, that's a great, especially for smaller guards, it's a great spot for you to be able to rise up and score. So make sure you're attacking those spots when you're working out and when you're playing fives and pickups. Consciously try to get to those spots.